Brad Pitt's journey toward establishing himself as a serious actor began in the late 1990s, after he had experienced the dual pressures of superstardom and media scrutiny. The Hollywood heartthrob label that had once propelled him into the public eye became a challenge he needed to overcome. Pitt realized that if he wanted longevity, not just fame, he had to transform his approach to acting. No longer could he rely on charm or appearance alone. He had to inhabit his characters fully, exploring complexity, vulnerability, and emotional depth. This chapter examines the evolution of Brad Pitt's acting craft and his path toward iconic roles that solidified his legacy. The turning point of his serious acting transformation came with 12 Monkeys 1995. Directed by Terry Gilliam, Pitt played Jeffrey Goins, a mentally unstable activist, a role that demanded both unpredictability and precision. Audiences who had known Pitt as a romantic or charming figure were stunned by his fearless commitment. His performance was erratic, chaotic, yet meticulously controlled, a remarkable study in character embodiment. For this role, Pitt received his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, signaling to Hollywood that his talents extended far beyond his public image. This nomination was not merely recognition of skill, it was a declaration that Brad Pitt could tackle roles that were dark, psychologically demanding, and morally complex. Following 12 Monkeys, Pitt continued seeking projects that challenged expectations. He deliberately avoided repeating familiar archetypes, instead gravitating toward characters who demanded emotional versatility. Meet Joe Black had given him subtle experience in restraint, and Fight Club had explored charisma intertwined with chaos. Now, he was ready to inhabit roles that required transformation at both the physical and psychological level. Pitt's philosophy evolved. He would not be defined by popularity, but by the integrity of each performance. In 2008, Brad Pitt undertook one of his most ambitious roles in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, directed by David Fincher. Playing a man who ages in reverse required unprecedented physical and emotional preparation. Pitt collaborated with visual effects teams, makeup artists, and acting coaches to ensure that the character felt authentic despite its extraordinary premise. He studied human behavior across age spans, observing subtle movements, speech patterns, and emotional responses. The result was a performance that conveyed timeless humanity, earning him widespread critical acclaim and a second Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Benjamin Button was more than a role, it was a technical and artistic experiment that proved Pitt's dedication to craft. Parallel to these challenges, Pitt explored historical and epic narratives. In Quentin Tarantino's Inglourious Basterds 2009, he played Lieutenant Aldo Raine, a character requiring charisma, humor, and a moral edge within the brutal context of World War II. Here, Pitt demonstrated his ability to balance tension and levity, transforming a potentially one-dimensional character into a fully realized human being. Critics praised his timing, delivery, and the subtle humanity he infused into a figure surrounded by violence and revenge. This performance reinforced a crucial pattern. Pitt excelled when characters demanded contradiction, strength paired with vulnerability, humor paired with darkness. During this period, Brad Pitt's approach to acting became more disciplined and methodical. He read scripts with the perspective of a psychologist, dissecting motivations, contradictions, and internal conflicts. He experimented with voice, posture, and pacing to ensure that each character was distinguishable and believable. This evolution reflected his internal struggle to be taken seriously in an industry that often valued surface over substance. Pitt understood that awards, recognition, and accolades were byproducts of dedication, not primary goals. The awards and Oscar journey that followed were both validation and illustration of Pitt's transformation. His first nomination for 12 Monkeys had announced his arrival as a serious actor. Subsequent nominations for Benjamin Button, and later wins as both producer and actor in projects like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, confirmed his versatility. Awards were not merely trophies, they were markers of an artist who had navigated fame, reinvented himself, and earned respect for depth and skill. Each accolade highlighted the intersection of craft, choice, and risk-taking in Pitt's career trajectory. beyond individual roles. This chapter of Brad Pitt's career showcases his willingness to take on projects that were unconventional or challenging, whether portraying psychologically complex figures, engaging with demanding visual effects, or inhabiting morally ambiguous environments. Pitt consistently pushed the boundaries of performance. This commitment not only redefined public perception, but also influenced industry standards for male actors seeking longevity and artistic credibility. By the end of this period, Brad Pitt had successfully transformed his career from Hollywood heartthrob to a versatile, serious actor capable of commanding both blockbuster and art house narratives. His performances were no longer evaluated solely on appearance or popularity, but on the depth, authenticity, and risk inherent in his choices. Pitt had mastered the art of balancing global stardom with a profound dedication to craft, setting the stage for continued excellence in cinema.